How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to Lead Therapy, and thank you so very much for taking time for tuning into my video. Today I'm going to talk about the 5 things that you can do to fight gun control in 2022. 2021 is in the past and 2022 is upon us. And a lot of Americans have already started their New Year's resolutions or are considering what their New Year resolutions are going to be. A lot of New Year's resolutions have to do with losing weight, exercising, and eating better. And also some have to do with saving money and finances. But one resolution most people don't think about is our Second Amendment right to keep and bear arms. There are many, both politician and activist groups, who would like nothing more to see our rights diminished or even being destroyed. With that evident, it's time to ask ourselves what we are going to do in 2022 to ensure that we still retain those rights somewhat intact. Here are 5 things we all can do to fight the anti-gun nuts in 2022 and protect our rights. If we all participate, this will go a long way toward protecting our liberties. Before I go on further in the video, if you enjoy videos like this and you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please take time to subscribe. And if you watch this video and if you enjoy it, please take time to like, share, and subscribe and hit the post notifications. It's greatly appreciated and it helps the channel grow. The first thing on the list is join a Pro 2A group and contribute. Many are leery of various groups fighting to protect our Second Amendment rights. There is little doubt there is strength in numbers, and the millions of brand new gun owners who have joined our ranks in the past few years need to understand this. Let's face it, most of us don't personally have a lot of influence on Capitol Hill, except for maybe one congressman and possibly a couple of US senators. But when you band together with hundreds of thousands, even millions of like-minded individuals, you can have a real impact on the fate of both anti-gun measures and pro-freedom bills. You don't have to agree completely with everything about a particular 2A group to be a valued member and help influence the 2A legislation and the Second Amendment debate. I think the best advice is to find a group you agree with most things and throw your wholehearted support behind them, whether it be a national or state organization or both. If you're already a member, consider upgrading your membership category or sending in additional donations. The point is, don't sit this important debate out thinking you can save the Second Amendment all by yourself. Be a part of something big that will ensure freedom for generations to come. The second thing you can do to fight gun control in 2022, become a social media 2A advocate. And when I say that, you don't have to do what I'm doing and others are doing here on YouTube. If you have the time and you put in the effort, of course, the more the merrier. There are many ways you can have an influence on the firearms debate. You can make calls and send emails to officials at all levels when you're particularly interested in some freedom-related issue that they are addressing. If you do make a call or send emails to officials, be polite and courteous and don't use any profanity. Additionally, one of the best ways to help shape the debate is to become a 2A advocate on social media. This can be simple as sharing posts about gun rights on your Facebook timeline or Twitter feed, to as complicated as having your own blog about freedom issues that you write on a regular basis and share via social media. Some of the most impactful things people have read on the 2A issue over the past several years have been in Facebook posts by individuals simply speaking their hearts about their love for American liberty. You can do the same even without vicious arguments. And sometimes you can change people's hearts and minds a little at a time if you do it correctly. The third thing you can do to fight gun control in 2022 is practice your 2A rights. A right not practiced is a right lost. If you're an advocate of the right to keep and bear arms, you should be doing just that on a regular basis. Practicing a right not only entrenches it in your psyche, it influences others who see you practicing your rights on a daily basis. Practicing your 2A rights also means practicing with your firearms and other gear. We all know that persistent practice and repetitive training is important to keeping and bearing arms in a safe and effective manner. Make 2022 the year that you take those special training courses you've been putting off one reason or another. It could make all the difference to you, your family, or others. The fourth thing you can do to fight gun control in 2022, take 5 new people shooting. The future of any activity or any liberty is to ensure that future generations are able to participate in those activities and enjoy those rights. As most of you are aware, several million Americans bought a new gun for the first time in 2020 and 2021. However, it's most likely that most of those guns have sat dormant since then because their owners simply have no idea how to get started. That's where we come in. All of us know that it's our responsibility to introduce non-shooters and non-gun owners to the safe practice of our Second Amendment rights. However, we often find a variety of reasons why our next trip to the range isn't the right trip to take along a newbie. If all the people who watch this video take 5 new people shooting in 2022, it would be instrumental in introducing a new generation of gun owners to the safe practice of an essential liberty. In the end, it might even turn them into 2A advocates who join the fight for our freedom. And the fifth thing you can do to fight gun control in 2022, get involved in the critical midterm elections. We don't have to like it, but we do have to admit our elected officials tend to have more power than our founding fathers envisioned. Consequently, it's important to have representatives at all levels who respect the Second Amendment and who respect law-abiding gun owners. This year is a critical election year, both at the federal level and some states. Every U.S. Congress seat is up for grabs, along with many U.S. Senate seats, and we must make sure to turn the federal majority back to the pro-2A side of the equation. The recent gubernatorial victory by Republicans in Virginia has many expecting Republicans to retake the majority in both the U.S. House and the Senate in November 2022. But that won't happen simply by wishing. Not only gun owners must be sure to get to the polls during these critical elections, but they should find other ways to support candidates that believe the same way that they do about essential liberties. While not resolutions, these suggestions are certainly food for thought for those who want to protect our country and our way of life as free Americans. Let me know in the comments section down below in participating the 5 things you can do to fight gun control in 2022. And I know it can be hard to do all 5 things, but let me know the things that you can participate in. Also, as I mentioned at the starting of the video, I know this video is very long. And what I'm going to do to make it easier for some others to watch is break it up into 5 separate videos as well. And also, as I mentioned at the starting of the video, if you enjoyed this video or if I gave you some information you didn't know, please take time to like, share, and subscribe and hit those post notifications. And I'll see you guys in the next video.